In his own right, of course. But first, to Jive Bunny. You saw the men behind the rabbit on last week's Going Live, but who or what is the Jive Bunny? Andy Peters went to find out.
Yeah, let's twist again like we did last year. Do you remember when things were really humming? Yeah, let's twist again. Twist time is here.
What you've just seen there is a little bit of the new video from Jive Bunny, That's What I Like, which is currently at #1. Now, it's made up of lots of black and white footage with the bunny on top. Now, what you probably wouldn't know is that Jive Bunny is actually a Yorkshireman, and he was created here in Leeds, and I've come to find out how he was put on and made to move. Now, behind the rather industrial-looking exterior, there's a hip and happening interior with lots of paint boxes, Matisse systems and computers. But before you start to use all those, you've got to draw Jive, and Nicky's one of the people who does. So, Nicky, where'd you start?
I'm just drawing Jive Bunny in pencil.
Now, what happens after that?
I'd pass him on to one of my colleagues, and they'd do the cell.
So that's drawn in ink?
That's right.
Now, how many drawings will you actually have to do to make 1 second's worth of video?
There's 25 frames per second.
So that's pretty much like a normal cartoon?
Yeah, that's right.
So, in the olden days, that would have taken ages and ages. How was that done?
Very much the same, except it would have been painted on the back.
So, computers and things, what happens next?
Well, we'd take this cell to the camera.
So can I do that?
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
You broke my wheel, what a thrill. Mr. Race is great, balls of fire.
Now the cell's been taken from the camera and stored in the computer, and Mark's going to help me colour it in. Mark, can we give Jive blue trousers?
Yes, certainly. Select a colour, swipe down, go into Special Effects, and select, and there you are.
How does it know where to colour in?
Well, as you see here, it originally took it in under the rostrum camera, brought it in on the system, created a stencil, and that turned the whites to pure white and the blacks to pure black. And this enabled us just to press within that area.
So it's quite like painting by numbers, isn't it?
Absolutely, yes. So say if you wanted a red jumper,
Well, that's
just
nice.
select within the area.
But Jive doesn't actually have a red jumper,
No,
does
he
he?
doesn't. He has a white jumper.
So like all good TV shows, I'm sure you've got one you prepared earlier.
Yeah, sure.
Oh!
There we are. So what we do from that stage, you see, from there we send it through to our paintbox system. That enables Avram, who you're going to meet in a minute, to actually put together the animations.
So Avram, now we've coloured in Jive, how are we actually going to make him move?
Well, all these frames have been captured now from Matisse onto the paint box, and what we need to do now is to go through the frames and put them in order and send them up to the edit suite where they can assemble them in order and actually lay them off over the top of the live video. There's one that I'm working on at the moment which I can show you and give you an idea of how that's done.
Right.
This one here is one I'm working on with the guitar, and in fact, to show you the actual cells, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cells, and you can see that there's very subtle differences on each one. For instance, the ears are very upright on this one. You see them slowly starting to fall down till they get to that position.
So even though you've got 5 pictures there, will he still move?
Oh yes, he'll still move, I'll show you. If we go into the animation here, you'll see that I can alter the amount of times that we see each frame. Although we've only got 5 frames, you'll see that when I animate him, as that, there's only 5 frames there, but because we're cycling through them, it's an actual loop, and you can see him bouncing up and down. So if I go to live video now, up in the edit suite, they're going to key down and through the live action.
Oh, well, isn't
And
that
there
brilliant?
he is in position.
So that's just one section?
That's just one section of the video, and obviously we're doing that for each little section that has the Jive Bunny in. And what we need to do then is to go up to the edit suite to actually edit all those pieces together.
On the subject of Jive Bunny, how would you like to be in their video? Well, you can be in a special version of the video, courtesy of the Ozone, if you can answer this very simple question. Who had a hit with yap, 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 jabba, 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 yap, 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 jabba, jabba, rabbit? If you know who that was, then send your answer on a postcard or a stuck-down envelope to this address, please. The Ozone, BBC Television, London W12 7RJ. The Ozone, BBC Television, London W12 7RJ. Get your answers in as soon as possible, please.